and welcome not to my kitchen today, but to Baked with Bella's kitchen. And I'm going to be learning how to make some gluten-free cupcakes ready for Easter. So should we get started?
Here I have got 200 grams of Stork and 200 grams of caster sugar.
So do you use Stork as well?
Yes.
Me too. I'm a big lover of Stork.
Yeah. So what we're looking for is a nice pale fluffy consistency with the butter.
And all that sugar absorbed into the butter.
So
yeah, that's looking nice.
Smooth.
Do you ever eat it at this stage? Or is that just me?
Just you. I probably lick the bowl though.
I do lick the bowl with the cake mix, but I love to have a little taste of this bit. Only if I'm baking for myself, not other people.
Good. And then what we're going to use then, we've got 4 eggs here.
Yep.
And I've given them a little beat.
Okay.
The recipe says to add them 1 egg at a time, but I'll just use a little bit. Now, what tends to happen when you add eggs to the butter and sugar mix?
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to split and curdle.
Yeah.
But the flour will bring it back to consistency when we add it.
Do you know what I do to stop it curdling? Is I put in a couple of tablespoons of the flour at that stage. Is this all going in?
You can add all the flour in. Hopefully now we're not going to have a little cloud.
That looks lovely. That looks like a really nice mix.
So I'm just going to fold in the rest of the
Yes, the last bit by hand. I think we're very similar cooks. This is very similar to what I do. Do you add anything else to the gluten-free flour, or is it just it?
Just the flour. That's all you need. And then we're just going to add a little bit of milk just to slacken it off. I don't think I'm going to add it all.
So like a tablespoon at a time, is it?
Good.
I have done a little bit of gluten-free baking. I did some cupcakes and I did some Welsh cakes actually, gluten-free. Okay. And I just found they were quite crumbly. Yeah. That was the only difference really. Flavour-wise, they were fine. So what are we doing next?
So we're going to fill the cupcake cases, and I actually weigh the mixture into my cupcake cases. Slightly obsessive.
No, that's not too bad. I thought you were literally going to be like taking them in and out.
No.
That would have been worse. No, that's fine.
So I've got my digital scales, and I tend to go for about 50 grams of mix per cupcake, because there's nothing worse than having a mushrooming cupcake come out.
No, that's right. Yeah, I've never thought about doing this.
Picked up from the bake-off.
Oh, is that what they did on the bake-off? Is it?
There's a few people who would even go down to weigh in each little bit of icing. I haven't gone that far. I
think that's the difference, isn't it, between a professional and a home baker. I probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. But I you know, it's your business, isn't it? And you are known for your excellent cupcakes, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. So I've always loved baking. It was something that I used to do with my mum. So you know, it's sort of a tradition, and I use a lot of her recipes.
Vanilla or anything here?
Nope. We filled our cupcake cases. We've got 12 equal weighted cases filled, so hopefully they'll all bake nice and evenly.
And I noticed you've got like foil lined cupcake cases.
I'm quite particular about my cases. These are ones that I found in a local cake shop just down the road, and I've just stuck to them all the way through my baking.
And are they thicker, are they, than the paper?
They are quite thick, yeah, and they're just a good size, and I find when I bake them in the oven then they come out nice and flat.
Oh, okay.
Good surface to then decorate. So these are going to go in the oven now on, I put it on 140, which is lower than the recipe actually states, but my mantra, I suppose, is always low and slow.
Low and slow, right?
Just because then you don't get that puff of heat.
So is that a 140 fan then,
yes,
is it?
Yes, 140 fan, and hopefully they'll come out nice and flat, and they'll rise gently rather than the blast of heat, like I say, giving you an upheat.
And how long are they going to cook for?
20 to 25 minutes. I always start at 20. It usually goes around about 22 in the end, but I check after 20.
So we've put our cakes in the oven now. What's next?
So now we're going to do some vanilla buttercream, which will be used to decorate the cupcakes before we put some fondant toppers on.
And I've noticed you've got a KitchenAid.
Yeah, my baby.
She said I can take it home with me.
No.
Wouldn't go in my kitchen anyway, I don't want it.
I'll have to frisk it for you.
Right, so we put the butter in first?
Yeah, so we've got 150 grams of butter.
Do you use salted or unsalted?
This is, well, it's actually slightly salted, this one, but
okay.
I do tend to use unsalted. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop the beater on and just beat the butter until it's a little bit more broken down than it is now.
Okay, how long would you beat it for?
I probably just do it for like a minute now before I start adding in the icing sugar.
So that's looking nice and soft.
Yeah, so nice and soft, and it is slightly paler, I think, than when it first went in. Now we're going to start adding the icing sugar, and I tend to just add mine in 2 batches.
Okay.
You
can sieve it as well. I can see a sieve.
Yeah.
You're much neater than I am. I just shove everything in the bowl.
Okay.
Although I am learning.
So we'll just put about half in.
Do you ever watch what's her name off YouTube? Georgia's cakes.
I've seen a couple of Georgia's.
She uses a glass in the sieve to get the icing sugar to go through faster.
Okay.
So she's got a lot of it.
Yeah.
Which I had to go up, but it was messy. So this is to stop the icing sugar going everywhere. I dropped a bag of icing sugar the other day and it ended up all in my face.
Oh my.
It's quite funny.
So just slowly, just so you don't get that poof of pasta sugar. And then you can...
And when are we putting in the vanilla?
I always just put it in before when I add the next lot of icing sugar.
You know, there we are.
We've got some lovely pale buttercream.
We get to do the decorating next, I like that. So our cupcakes are all cooked, buttercream is made, we're doing quite well. So I can see these beautiful little toppers they've got here. Is this what we're going to be putting?
Yep, so we're going for Easter themed toppers today. And I've gone for some little chicks, some Easter eggs and some embossed with Happy Easter.
We're going to be sticking these together now to go on top of the cakes, are we? Right. And we're going to be making some extra ones as well for the Happy Easter ones, is it?
That's it.
Okay.
So I've got some nice sugar paste here in lovely pink colour, and it's lovely and pliable, so it's been worked. Thank you, Katie.
That's alright.
And I've got a corn flour pouch here, and I always use corn flour when I'm doing my sugar paste, just because it doesn't tend to dry the fondant out too much, and obviously we don't want to stick into the board.
Yeah, whereas icing sugar absorbs into the fondant and it makes it crack and dry, And I also find you get a nice shine with the corn flour if you rub it after.
So all I'm going to do is roll out my fondant, not too thin but not too thick, because what you don't want to do is be eating through inches and inches of sugar paste. And all we're going to do is cut 3 rounds.
I like your fluted cutters. Can I have a go?
Yeah. So all I'm going to do is just...
Oh, that's a clever idea. I did wonder how you'd done the little dots.
Then all we're going to do is I've got these little cutters here. They're actually embossers, which I got from Lakeland, and they come in all different numbers and letters. I always do the Easter one first because that's the bigger one. So I just position it, and it will sort of go over a couple of the holes, but just make sure it's straight, and you just gently press in.
Lovely. And that's nice and easy, much easier than piping or something like that would be.
Yeah, I'm not brilliant at piping.
No, I hate piping words.
Finicky things. So
lovely.
What we're going to do now is we're just going to sort of assemble some of these together, and I just thought we would put like a little flower on these ones with a little ball in the flour, and then just stick the chips together.
Lovely.
And I always use an edible glue. stay lovely and flat.
Yeah,
and they're nice and moist.
Spongy.
And all we're going to do is just pipe a little swirl on the top and stick one of our toppers on.
Okay.
So, says. And I will just start on the outside. And just swirl. And I'm just going to pick one of my toppers.
Oh, it's so pretty. Do you want me to pipe and then you
Yeah.
put the toppers on?
There you go.
Do you mind if I start in the middle? That's all right.
So however you want to pipe. I always find, if I go in the middle, oh look at that.
Is that too much buttercream now
No,
though?
that's fine. Switch it around.
Yeah, probably. Less buttercream. Yeah, really fine. I actually really like piping. Something I quite enjoy doing. I find it quite therapeutic. Yeah. There we are.
Okay.
That was good teamwork, that was.
So quick.
They look beautiful.
And there you go. Easter cupcakes.
Well, they look lush. Can we try one?
Yeah, of course
I
we
really
can.
want to try the gluten-free one. We'll try this one, shall we?
Yeah.
So, oh, that's
My
going to look
reputation.
lush. Look
Hinges
at that.
on this.
Look at that. Definitely. That looks amazing. Just going to take the top off so
Yeah.
it's difficult to cut through. Oh, I mean, that looks lovely. Look at that. No wonder you do cupcakes for a living.
Yeah.
There you are. I'm going to go with a little bit less buttercream.
Okay. Yeah,
Because I'm on the other
I'm
half.
just going to shove it in.
Oh, really lovely. I don't think you do now. I don't think you do the towels were gluten-free. Really, really nice. So I think they're absolutely fabulous, and thank you very much for letting me come and cook with you today. If you want to have a go at making these cupcakes, the full recipe from Annabelle will be down below in the description, and we have got a couple more Easter recipes coming up, so you can check those out in the link down below. We also made some Mother's Day recipes a couple of weeks ago, and those will be linked down below as well. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.